Shaheen Price,
So,
welcome to the Dan Flow.
thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been a little bit of time coming. So
Yeah, no, I really wanted to get you on. Uh, my idea with this is actually just to, and you've known me for a while.
yeah,
I like speaking to interesting people. I like hearing their thoughts,
yeah,
uh, gaining a bit of their knowledge, also trying to just understand someone's heart, how they move through the world and so on. And, um, and you're one of my favorite people. So it's great to have you on.
it helped being your neighbor for like a year and about 18 months.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I miss having you there sometimes. Mm.
Yeah, look, I think it's like it was moving to it wasn't like the circumstances you would move to our apartment, but given the circumstances that I had to move to it. Uh,
Yeah, okay, so no one knows what you're talking about, so you have to.
yeah, so uh when was that? 2022.
It was
2022.
14th of December, I believe.
Yeah,
It
14th of
was the day
December.
before
We all understood.
Sasha's birthday.
Yeah, we all understood it's the day before construction closes that the Rockwell hotel catches a light, and we all have to evacuate. And being in Cape Town, trying to find accommodation in the middle of December, you asking for a nightmare. I mean, it's your biggest nightmare come true, actually. So I ended up at a hotel for three and a half weeks. That was a pretty penny to spend.
And
Um, yeah,
obviously in peak season,
in peak season, like
Cape
almost
Town summer,
60,
December.
like 60,000 rand, like 20 grand a week. I was like, yeah, no, there goes bonuses and dividends and everything out the window. And then, yeah, fortunate enough to have met Roseanne before the day of the fire. And she had come to me and said, if you need anything, like I've got apartments. I just don't have apartments available right now because they're all Airbnb'd. But after the 8th of Jan, let me know. And then, yeah, I contacted her then. And then she had the apartment 2 doors down from yours. Rest was history. I really enjoyed that place for a studio place. Like it was very convenient. I mean, obviously walking distance to Spa, but yeah, it was a great place for if you're a bachelor and you're watching this. Studio apartments are well worth it.
So I think when I first got there, the traffic noise really killed me.
Mm,
And then it's because it's like also 2 o'clock in the morning, people bring out their hot rods and
yeah.
their.
Oh no, I've heard plenty M3s, M4s racing there, a couple Ferraris. I've also heard one or two accidents.
Yeah. So initially that bothered me quite a bit. And I mean, I've been there for a couple of years now, and it's just become like the ocean.
Yeah,
It's just there.
you get super used to it. Yeah, I think the view that we have of the waterfront is also obviously very
You see the
calming.
harbor and
Yeah,
the cranes and
and we've gotten to see some big ships coming there, like the Queen Mary, and then when they dock, and Cape Town goes chaotic for that as well. So it's pretty nice to see that in the background while you're working from home, which I do 7 days a week now.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Like I said, not the circumstances to want to move into a new space, but we made it work, and yeah, thankful that we were neighbors and got to meet Roseanne and had a roof over my head. I think that's always going to be the most important part.
Yeah. An adventure accommodation in Cape Town at this point. The prices just keep going up. So for people just listening, um, you make me look really small, but I'm not huge.
He's a big boy. Not a big boy, but he's not tiny.
Shaheen is a bit of a monster, big muscles and all the rest of it, and all the
6'2", 6'3",
yeah.
yeah. 100 and well, currently sitting on like 106, 107 kilos.
You've come down a little bit there.
Yeah, last year I was 120 kilos in December last year. Um, moving, I think I'm moving fast when I'm training, but when I watch the videos, I'm moving super slow.
Yeah, no,
Like, oh,
obviously it's
there's the punch coming.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about 10 kilograms is a big bag of dog food,
Yeah.
you have an extra bag of dog food that you've got to swing around at the bag. So,
Yeah, and I'm still trying to cut down a little bit more.
well, ideal for you.
If I'm honest, having now like 199, 100 maintain there. That works. Yeah, I think I just prefer it. I mean, I've through my own life, sporting careers and stuff like that, I've fluctuated between weight. When I was in matric, I was playing wing. Um, I was about 84, 85. So I wasn't like a tiny wing. Um, and then I maintained it around 90 for quite some time. And then when I went to go play rugby down in Bolito in Durban, I shot up to like 103, 104. Um, surprisingly, they said I was too small. It's like, but I'm fast. And that's the most important, speed and speed.
Yeah, you showed me a video once. I forget what the circumstance were, but you had to kick a ball at post,
Yeah,
and you actually
yeah. It's surprise,
made it look easy.
surprise, surprise. Like people always back then, like when I was playing, it's they see you number 7 playing flank,
Like,
taking the ball, taking the kicking tee. What's this guy doing? But yeah, I've always had the ability to kick, to have a bit of a boot on me. I've done 50, 55 meters uh, clearance on a conversion or on a penalty. But yeah, I've always just enjoyed it. So I did play, but people only understand what in this part of my life, most people only saw me play as a forward. Um, but I did play through high school into my early years of varsity.
you were saying as a wing, yeah,
Yeah,
in the back line.
said this inside center, played inside, outside, wing and fullback. Never had the creativity. Look, I'm definitely no Andre Pollard, no Sasha Feinberg. Cannot do a fly off because then the rest of the backline wouldn't get the ball. Just run it up myself.
Here we go.
Yeah. So never really played fly off. But yeah, then put on some size and moved across to flank. Actually, didn't put on some size to get to flank. Our flank got injured, and I was playing inside center, and they asked me, was not asked because coaches don't ask; they just tell you what to
They
do.
inform you.
Yeah, go play flank, and I had the game of my life at that position. And then coach said to me, no, that's your new position. That's where you're gonna stay. And it's enjoyed it from there.
Interesting how these things evolve in your life, right?
Definitely, I
'Cause
think
you have an identity. I'm a backline guy.
Yeah.
And then one day there's an opportunity you realize, oh, maybe I'm not a backline guy.
Guys that I went to school with that all saw me playing in the back line, when they saw me now move to forwards, they're like, why didn't you play as a forwards in school? I'm like,
Never thought about it.
that's just, I had pace. I was fast. I was a sprinter also. So I was like, okay, backline it is. And I was good at that in terms of that. Also, I didn't shy away from running into contact and crash balls and stuff like that, which I thoroughly enjoyed. My body now doesn't enjoy it because there's some
But you still playing club games, occasional games last year, if I recall.
yeah.
You playing,
If I go up, I actually
are you up in Joburg and you had
it was up in
put you in as
Joburg,
prop?
and go back to my old club Pirates and to play for like third team. Just run around with the boys and have some beers afterwards, not thinking too much. And get to the game, and they're like, "Well, we short of a loosehead prop." Hey, Shaheen. I was like, "Do I look like a prop now? Do I walk?" I mean, I was at the time I was like 117. I was like, "Okay, I get it," but I mean, I still don't see myself as a prop.
And it's a speciality position, right?
Yeah, very much.
It's not just being a big guy.
Yeah.
There's technique and back strength and things that you need to specifically train to actually be
Yeah.
safe in that position. I'm
Look,
glad you didn't break your back. I'm glad we still have you.
Thankfully, what they actually told me was, it's okay. It's going to be uncontested scrums. We just need you to fill in so that you play on the park. I was like, oh, that's fine. Till the first scrum happened, and the team that we were playing against, their front row was actually the starting front row for the second team, but playing at third team level, um, because the seconds didn't have a game. And they're like, "No, it's contested scrums." And I'm like, "What?
Um,
Uh, okay." Plastic studs, no metal studs that I have, so my grip is not that great. And take this first scrum collapse, and I got up and I was like, "Yeah, no, definitely a newfound respect for the position of prop." Like immediately, I was like, I take back all the swearing and shouting when these guys used to drop collapse the scrums and stuff. And we do the second scrum. I held the guy. I was like, okay, at least he hasn't pushed me back. Um, but when we finished, I felt my whole lower back. I was like, oh my God, there goes the lower back. I might need a wheelchair from here. But look, it was a fun game. Like I said, play with the boys again and have some beers afterwards.
if the offer came around again for prop,
Uh, not for prop, not for prop. I'd take a run at it anywhere else. Lock, flank, fullback, fly off. But prop, no, definitely not. Not contested scrums at prop.
no, fair enough.
Um, yeah.
So I know that you're into, well, I know quite a bit about how much you're into martial arts, and so where did that start? Where did
So the love of martial arts, or the love of martial arts has always been there.
like Bruce Lee movies and
Yeah, you take it back to Bruce Lee movies. You watch, whether you see it as good or bad, you watch a bit of what's his name, Sylvester Stallone, some Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Seagal?
and you just slowly develop a little bit of a liking to that. Always about action movies, and then I've always loved boxing. A big boxing fan, uh, from the Mike Tyson era, Lennox Lewis era. Watching Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao was one of my all-time favorites, still is, and then getting to see like Canelo Alvarez come through. Yeah, all the mainstream. It sounds very mainstream boxing like, but those are where it all starts, where the passion really develops, and so slowly went into boxing. Joined a boxing club,
Sorry, how
but
old were you at this stage?
then I was about 16, 17. So it was, I wouldn't say it was like very early in terms of like a lot of kids today
Yeah,
that have
started at
parents,
6, 7.
that have parents very much fascinated with martial arts because of UFC and stuff like that. And then getting into it at a young age, which I agree 100%. Discipline is the discipline that you get from martial arts is
Well, you said if
exceptional.
you were to do, if your lighty wanted to do MMA, what are I mean, what you'd say, sort of boxing and
No,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I'd go Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. I'm always going to favor the Muay Thai side, and which you'll obviously understand as my involvement goes more. So yeah, like 16, 17, got into boxing and very much enjoyed it. And then moved along into kickboxing because in the movie were out. And then from that became a different kind of love because now you getting to use your legs a little bit more, which I thought, okay, well, this is nice. I'm tall. You can keep people away. And from that, yeah, that just grew a little bit every single week in terms of really falling in love with martial arts. But then I had such a big focus on my rugby because it was my main sport that I played in varsity and all those things.
It's also something you can get direct kudos and social credit for,
Mm.
right? It's like,
Yeah,
oh, you're in the rugby team.
yeah, in the rugby
Nice.
team, and you do some martial arts as well.
On the side,
Yeah, just on
something.
the side. And then I got when I moved down to Polito, because I got a contract offer down there from Johannesburg, moved down to Polito. I had to stop. There wasn't really much Polito being a
So you say contract, you mean work-wise? This was in.
no for rugby.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
rugby wise. I left. I didn't leave university, but I just moved over to UNISA to study part-time and have that flexibility, because I thought, hey, there's an opportunity to, um, make something out of your rugby career. Um, what's better than 10 rugby guys living in a house, playing, eating, sleeping, drinking rugby, so what's better than that? And then I stopped sort of with the martial arts side because Belito, again, being a fairly small um, town, um, I didn't really know anyone there from a martial arts perspective, so I just focused on my rugby. But when I moved back to Johannesburg, after that, I got a little bit back into it again. But then life really happens as an adult, and you have to work, and you have to work late hours. Um, and then it was only I still trained some martial arts after I tore my ACL in rugby, and then I went into a little bit more of the martial arts side, more on the focus of that, and a little bit.
So with the torn ACL, I suppose it was just, sort of more upper body stuff, not
Yeah, and then I
a lot
think
of
with
kick focus.
the torn ACL gave me a little bit of like kicking wise. I always was a bit like, oof, what if someone kicks my knee now and their ACL again? I don't know. One, I don't know if I have enough medical aid saved up for that. And I don't know if I have the patience for another 13 to 14 months out um, to recover from that. So I was a bit weary initially, but I did do a lot of strength training for my knees to get back into it. And then um, when I moved to Cape Town in 2016, 2017, I've then found a martial arts gym right up the road from where I was working. And if you understand Cape Town, you do not want to leave central town anytime after 3 traveling back to the southern suburbs where I stayed, just because you're going to be sitting in traffic for the next 2.5 hours. So I figured I'd rather obviously train, and yeah, Muay Thai became a bit more available. I did do some Muay Thai in Johannesburg, but when I was here in Cape Town, I really focused on it. And yeah, I just fell in love with that. When you go from boxing, just using your punches, and you go to kickboxing, you can use your legs, and now you go to Muay Thai where you can use elbows and knees and clinch, and it's just a completely different sport. And then when you look at the history of Muay Thai and um, the people from Thailand, you just, I mean, I was fortunate enough to go there this year again, but you just, the way they love the sport, the way they're so humble about it, the respect that they have for it, the way they want people to just learn about this sport. No arrogance. There's nothing to it there. There's just like, come as you are. You're a beginner. We teach you, and that's what's really nice. And I think that's what I've brought to learning about martial arts myself.
So Shaheen, you were saying that you were in Thailand earlier this year. I recall you went there with a couple of South African Muay Thai fighters for the international,
Yeah, world champs. Yeah,
for the world champs.
yeah, yeah. We were so years later now. I've been able to coach and train and coach some fighters as well. And then we got invited to the world champs as a South African team, and I sit alongside or with the execs of South African Muay Thai organization. We selected all the SA champs to go to the current SA champs to go to the World Games to compete and just have that experience of Thailand, and just for them to be able to gain the experience. Some of them are high level pro ams, some of them are new beginner pros, to fight in Thailand, to fight under that heat, to fight under those lights, and then to compete against some of the best up and coming fighters there are in the world. I think we generally have the smallest team as South Africa. I think we took six fighters. Yeah, 6 fighters, but we came away with five medals, 1 title, 2 titles actually.
Nice.
So yeah, we do really well. I think Nick Radley, who's the president of South African Muay Thai organization, has done an exceptional job in terms of growing the sport and maintaining the love and passion for the sport. And yeah, we've been able to really pioneer from a South African Muay Thai perspective into an international stage. Some of those guys are fighting in Cambodia, Thailand at the moment. So yeah, it's really, really good to see that.
So something that I know for myself, or I suppose this is how I view it. At this point, because of the rise of MMA
Mm.
and obviously there's more and more money, there's a lot of public interest, um, and I think you're in a good position that if you wanted to start an MMA style gym combining
Mm.
various styles and so on to get someone to just be the best possible fighter they can be for the octagon,
Mm.
that that's potentially, I don't know how lucrative, but that's a potential business. But I also know that you specifically decide, no, I want a Muay Thai gym
Yeah, yeah.
because that's and obviously Muay Thai is just not, it's not that financially feasible,
Mm.
right? It's not the greatest business idea in the world. It's just passion project.
Yeah, I think I've had chats with people about this before, and it's hard to say that, I'm gonna go into Muay Thai and become a multi-millionaire. You gotta find 150,000 people that are just as passionate, to be able to do something like that. Obviously, that's crazy numbers, but, uh, you definitely don't do it from a I'm going to be wealthy perspective. You have to really look at your own heart and at your own mindset behind it, and understand that this is fully about the community, about the tradition, about the art of Muay Thai, about the love and passion for Muay Thai, about wanting to pass that kind of knowledge on to the next generation, and wanting to see fighters like groom people from early age all the way through to their pro careers. Like you say, like MMA is going to be, it's a much more lucrative, it's got a higher boom ratio at the moment in terms of hype. There's a lot more MMA gyms around in terms of Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, just the whole of South Africa. Um, so that is very much essentially the top of the cream, top of the crop, creme de la creme, in terms of martial arts at
Yeah,
this
and
point.
making money and
Yeah.
business and whatever else.
And obviously, the objective of any business is to be profitable. We fully understand that. But I've always wanted to have my own gym, Muay Thai specifically. Again, love the tradition, love the Thai people, love the Thai food. You can't get
Okay,
enough. You can't get enough of that. Um, some mango sticky rice to finish off with. It's a winner. But yeah, if you just, I think before people jump into like an MMA setting, it's always good to just explore and understand that MMA is comprised of multiple disciplines of martial arts, and Muay Thai being one of them. When you asked earlier if I had a lighty to train up, where would I put them? At Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu.
Brazilian specifically,
Yeah,
right?
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Actually, I wouldn't mind. You obviously see the Habibs and Islam Makhachev's training and how dominant they are. Um,
Just straight wrestling.
wouldn't mind the sambo wrestling that they offer, from Russia, Dagestan side. Um, that also would be definitely a grade top list martial arts to do. Um, but yeah, I think just collectively, when you look at the overall, I think the hype of UFC. Um, we've got obviously locally EFC. We've just recently had PFL Africa here, and then in Asia you have one championship. Which one championship really does keep Muay Thai alive. Gives a great platform to earn if you're looking from a financial perspective, because they do pay well in terms of dollar rate.
And
Um,
especially, if I mean, I understand that you're sort of more stepping into the coaching and
mm,
management side, but from a fighter perspective, you really put a lot of time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears to get yourself into a shape for a fight, and then
yeah.
to think that you're putting all of that work in, and you're in an arena where it's almost impossible to pay your rent.
Yeah.
It's great that there are opportunities to make some money.
Look, I think locally, South Africa, from a South African standpoint, we really want to grow Muay Thai. From a Samo perspective, we are trying our best in terms of maintaining and ensuring that there's events, that there are active gyms. I'm actually going to be busy with the website as well, just to formalize everything and digitize everything, to ensure that we are um, in a position to launch more for us. Just post COVID, we had TFP, which was really, really big. But again, it becomes a funding aspect. We're always looking for new funds. We always need that additional funding to be able to keep the sport alive. In the meantime, what we have been able to do, or some of the coaches and fighters have been able to go compete overseas in, like I said, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Hong Kong. So that keeps the fighter spirit alive. But even for that, we need funding. It's not easy. A flight to any of those places costs
So
25,000 rand.
do you think it's a marketing issue, that if you could somehow find the right way to market Muay Thai to, let's say, to the South African audience, that you'd be able to get enough traction there for sponsorships and endorsements, whatever else?
I think there's a few things that can enhance it. Marketing, obviously, being one of them. But we need to have a consistency of events. Um, at least in a year, we'd need to do between 6 and 8 events to make it well worth it. To create a platform that develops amateurs, pro-ams, and pros. You always need the pros in to be able to effectively sell the show. I mean, watching amateurs and pro-ams are really great because you see the development of it, but pros obviously for the people that aren't used
The
to martial
headline
arts,
tickets.
yeah, they want to see someone that maybe they know, or as authentically as an authentic kind of Thai fight that they have. So those are always going to be tricky, because that in itself requires funding. So we always need to be able to see from a sponsorship perspective if we can get sponsorships towards specifically putting on events, and then have the marketing aspect of it around what Muay Thai is, what the event is. What does Muay Thai mean in South Africa? What does it mean
So
from a
try and contextualize it
yeah,
within the local culture.
yeah.
Think
And I
like
think
you can't have, because of the nature of Muay Thai, you can't have like topless girls
yeah, no,
or whatever else to try and combine. But I'm sure there must be some ways to try and like
mm.
Boerewors rolls and I don't know.
Some boerewors rolls, South African, and some mango sticky rice on the side. There's a dessert. But I think um, we've got a bit of a Thai culture in South Africa. There's so much Thai cuisine. There's so many Thai massages, massage parlors. We do. It's not like we are known to them. I think
And
probably
it's
it's
also one of the favorite
yeah
destinations, right? A lot of people.
to go to, affordable as well, and a lot of South Africans go off there, whether it's holiday, whether it's remote working, um, whether it's to train Muay Thai and learn. So our cultures do overlap between the two, and I think that's something that we might want to look at.
Yeah.
When when it's Songkran, the Thai New Year's in April, we celebrated. Yeah, the Thai embassy puts it on. So it's not that far for us. I think we just got to find the right people that, in terms of sponsorships and corporates and stuff, that want to also buy into this kind of stuff.
I mean, you know the story about Santa Claus used to wear dark green
Yeah,
until Coca-Cola decided, let's make it red and white.
and look
Uh,
at how that sells now.
yeah, I mean, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is that like there's potentially just a little marketing trick somewhere that could actually change the nature of the game.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, it comes down to how do you view it. And one of my things of life, my own journey in life, is perspective is everything. It just depends on how you want to view and whose perspective you want to take on. And so, just like you say, a small change, perspective of marketing, this little thing here, this little thing there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We
Maybe there's
were
a
talking about your sort of Muay Thai and martial arts exploits, um, and also saying how, because I know you're busy starting a gym,
Mm.
and I hope to have some involvement there as well. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
But as you already said, it's not necessarily the booming business. It's not a way to make millions, and it's a passion project for you. And
Yeah.
a big part of the reason why you can do that is because you are, on top of all of this, a serial entrepreneur with, and yeah, five businesses at the moment.
Uh, 5, yeah. Gym will be 6. Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the rest of it is all in technology,
Yeah, in the
sort
tech
of
space,
mostly fintech.
fintech space, yeah. Fintech and platforms. We've created a few platforms ourselves.
It's like software as a service.
We've got SaaS, yeah. We've got SaaS platforms like Flow First. And then we've got home service platforms like Good App and delivery of the good stuff like Blazer. I'm sure in the name it says everything. So yeah, we got a delivery platform for cannabis called Blazer. Yeah, and then we have our main company, Inception Africa, which has been around for 7 years now. Yeah, which also allowed me to sleep in the Muay Thai gym at one point. So yeah, those are obviously the primary breadwinning sort of businesses that keeps the bank going and pays the bills. And then it's allowed me the opportunity to be able to focus on something that I'm passionate about. And I had the apparel, sorry, the apparel exist, which is also, so it's 6 companies, Jimmy 7. Uh, yeah, so I have the apparel wear, but yeah, that's also given me the platform to be able to focus on my own passions and dreams and stuff regarding Muay Thai and the passion for that, and just growing, like I said, growing the sport.
You don't originally come from sort of software background, right?
No, I'm a gypsy when it comes to moving around. I'm a gypsy when it comes to the career space. Yeah, I actually started with law, studied that, and yeah, I just thought maybe I would be like a Harvey Specter kind of lawyer, just talk shit through life and just
Yeah.
sign big deals.
What did lawyers do even?
Yeah, what else? Suits made it look so fun and but yeah, then that died very quickly, and I moved into finance um, on the investment and financial advisory side, and then that was with Liberty and Stanlib up in Johannesburg. I was there for 5 years, and then I got
And that's mostly commission work, right? Or sort of base plus commission.
yeah, no, that was all 100% commission, which depending on who you are, it's nice. If you know how to manipulate the taxes, it's great, which I didn't mind. But it is a daunting thing when you have to rely on other people's financial management to ensure that you have a salary at the end of the day. Um, when I say that, I've gone through so many different kinds of family scenarios as an advisor where someone wouldn't they wouldn't cancel DSTV because they have to watch the football, but they wouldn't put 500 rand towards their life cover in case something happened to them and left their kids with no money. You know, um, so priorities are obviously a factor there, and then if they cancel on you, then you lose all of that, and you got to pay it all back and all of those things. So yeah, 5 years in that industry really taught me a lot.
I can imagine.
Taught me how to sell. It taught me how to never take no for an answer. It taught me how to pick up the phone and call. Um, yeah, it gave me a lot of perspective in terms
And
of
just in terms of your
confidence.
knowledge of, I mean, obviously confidence and so on, big thing, but also your knowledge of people and
Yeah.
understanding little signs.
Also, always take whatever someone says is their budget, just just take 10% of it. If they say it's 5,000 rand, it's probably 500. But yeah, I remember I'll never forget the very first time where I was, the company that I worked for, Investpro. We used to have telethon Thursdays. Now, it just started, and you had to get a list of 20 people and call, and you have to try book appointments to go see them and everything. And I'll get to
This is competitive. Like there's a first
yeah,
prize and
yeah,
you get a bonus.
because we were teams. How many teams? Which team can show that they've got the most appointments for the following week, and then you competing against each other to see, effectively who's going to win the week. And I remember my first call, and I don't know, I don't even recall how long or how short that call was, but I remember being on the phone and being like, hello. This is Shaheen calling from Investpro Liberty. And I was like, oh shit, this is disaster. And that hot feeling of embarrassment.
Yeah, it starts to shine. You're like, and you're already in there. You can't get out.
I can't put the phone down. And my manager at the time is like right on top of me, and I was like, oh. And then I go through the whole call, terrible, started my whole way through, and then my manager says to me, I think you should walk around. Take your mind off things, because you're sitting and you're overthinking everything. And
Sort of sympathetic nervous system taking over. So you're actually
you tense. You're super tense. I mean, I was like, my brain was pushing at 1,000 miles an hour, but it felt super slow at the same time. It was like it's racing, but it's like you understand how much you're stuttering, and you can hear it.
Did you have headsets at that time for you to be able to walk around while you were doing this?
No, because I just started there. My mom was diagnosed with cancer the year before, and so I had an understanding of now all of everything, like dread disease and the importance of life cover. So I just started because I actually had just gotten back from Belito from playing rugby. So I didn't have an actual job until I got this job, and I didn't have.
I think there are a couple of professional rugby players who might resent that statement.
You know what? You either in that boat or you're not in that boat. And so I didn't have, like, from a financial perspective, I didn't have anything. So my manager tells me, you should really stand up and walk and talk. I was like, that costs airtime. That costs money. I need to make a sale to get money, to get airtime to buy. This is like at this point.
So a bit of a catch-22. Right
Yeah,
there.
and how much airtime do you need? Because you're going to call 20 people. If all 20 people answer, like, you can spend 5 minutes with each of them, kind of thing. So anyway, I hustle up like 120 rand, go and get me some MTN airtime, come back, and I started like walking and making calls. And now I've never stopped that. I've always done it, because I'll either make a call while I'm in the car driving on a headset, very safe, don't worry, not on hands free. And then if I'm at home now at office, walk and call. So if you do have that, if you are nervous, if you are worried about that, distract your mind with something else, something natural.
So I find for myself, I don't think no one told me this, and I haven't actually thought about it until you mentioned it. But I'm always pacing up and down if I'm on a call. I'll just walk up and down. If I'm in my apartment, I'll just walk up and down, front to the back, to little patterns on the tiles. Okay, turn here, back there, ding, ding, ding. Isn't that what everyone does?
Well, apparently not when I got there, because everyone was sitting on their phones, like at their desk, and then.
So what do you do with online meetings? Because obviously you have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
If the expectation is for the camera to be on, do you just like pick up the laptop and walk around with it? So
No. Now, obviously, roles change. Now, because I'm a director and a CEO, and wear all these multiple hats in different companies, I've got into a more confidence, comfortable place. But for most of my telephonic calls, I'll still always walk. It's just easier. But with the online meetings, if I don't need to have my camera on, I won't. But if I do, if it's other execs and stuff like that, then obviously on. And then yeah, just because I have to sometimes do presentations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
As to what we are, who we are, and what we do.
I find the online meeting stuff really interesting because I was working, as you know, for a small little boutique
Mm.
software company, and then COVID hit, and we suddenly went from actually being in an office and having that live interaction to having everything be online.
Yeah,
But it's also software engineers, and some of them are very isolated. You actually want them to come out and be around people. They actually need a little bit
yeah.
of that because if they have their way,
They'll just stay at home.
they'll just stay at home. They'll just sit in front of that computer, and it's not. And talk about work-life balance and so on. It's more holistic than just that.
Mm.
You know, it's your health. This is your life. Like,
Yeah,
it's great that you've got a job that you're good at and that you love, but you also need to interact with people. Maybe one day meet a mate, you know?
come say hi. Just come
Yeah.
say hi. Yeah, but we actually had this chat a couple. It might have been last year. So you know how many software devs and engineers are in martial arts? It's crazy. They understand. I mean, a lot of them seem to understand. A lot of them understand, obviously, data collection, which helps in martial arts because you're watching your opponent, you watching what needs to be done, and they become very fluid in it. Strategic and tactical thinkings and how to
What kind
create
of
things.
sports do you see them? And I can imagine something like jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
But I imagine something like boxing.
not
You know, if you're working as a software engineer, obviously you realize that your brain is fairly
some.
important.
Yeah,
Having someone knock you around the whole
you don't
time
want
is
too many shots and CTE creeping in. Yeah, so boxing, I've probably come across two. I've come across a lot for jiu-jitsu, and I've come across a lot for Muay Thai. Those have been,
yeah. But,
and judo. There's quite
okay,
a few of them that I've also got
so the
to.
judo makes
Yeah,
more sense to me. The Muay Thai feels you're still gonna have a
hit your
major
head.
impact.
Actually, where it comes to head
Trauma.
abuse and trauma, boxing's definitely going to be up there because it's the area to focus on, from a boxing perspective. Like Muay Thai, you can take
Start to take out your legs
three to
and
five low kicks, and if you don't start checking them and blocking them, you're gonna feel them. Knees to the ribs, elbows can cut you, and that's fight done. Also, so a little less in terms of head strikes, and then obviously jiu-jitsu being super tactical. I think they probably thrive in that position, or in that martial arts quite a bit, as devs. Yeah, because it's
like you can actually apply the intelligence, right?
yeah, and like I said,
And being methodical and
and your brain is just you're understanding data and it's learning and it's developing and like okay, last time he did this, so I kind of know that now. I mean, as he's gonna do this, oh okay, I got him. He's gonna do that again, yeah. So yeah, very interesting that they gravitate towards the martial arts world, which is great. I think it's like you said, work-life balance. It's very important for them to also get that. I mean, I work from home 6 to 7 days a week, actually, every day. So me going to train, it's my escape. I'm not a developer. I've done some coding, but as a business owner and entrepreneur, and then I do a lot of financial work for the businesses,
you work with a lot of developers.
and I work with a lot of developers. We need to get
So
out
the
there.
product management
Yeah,
side and project management.
project management, products. I don't obviously oversee too much on the coding side. My business partner, he does that because he's got that qualification around that. But yeah, obviously to interact with them daily, making sure things are met, where we are, timelines, Just making sure
And
that
you're on the daily thing, and then I have to ask, like, are these stand-ups? How long are your stand-ups? Like, what time of the day do you do them? Is it something that you decided, or do you
uh,
negotiate in your ways of working with a team?
I always negotiate it because I'm very very much set on the fact that as a company, we avoid micromanagement. Um, Daily stand-ups they have actually turned into weekly stand-ups, unless it's of high emergency.
I understand
Then
the
it's
sort of urgent
urgency.
logistical requirement that
But especially if at the start of a project we'll have daily, and as the project gains its traction and starts moving, then we'll move it to weekly. As long as everyone understands what they need to do. When it comes to presenting finished products and stuff, 2 weeks or so before, then it's back to daily, and so that we're all aligned and making sure we're hitting deadlines and targets. But yeah, I'll always negotiate for once a week stand-ups, just because I don't want to like micromanage. What are you doing? Are there any blockers? All these things.
and so do you see, like, a lot of traffic with the devs actually communicating with each other, just getting into, I can, let's have a quick little half an hour chat or
Yeah, and I think because we're all on Slack, and there's communication channels that we operate in consistently, and everyone has it on their phone, everyone has it on their laptop. So no matter where it is, you can answer the questions, which helps us. So if there's any requirements, anything that is needed, then we just jump onto that. If you need a quick 30 minutes or so, then we'll request that. It's just easier. Yeah.
in terms of expectations, like, if I ping you, like,
Mm.
how quickly should you respond? Is there anything, like, formal around that, or you
Because we work in different time zones, it's always very interesting. Um,
which different time zones? You obviously have some guys here.
UAE,
UAE.
South Africa, UAE, and IST India. Those are the three main time zones we work within. But then we have clients in different parts. We have clients in the US, we have clients in Singapore, Asia, Dubai, um, Europe. So from a pinging perspective, surprise, surprise, IST is still they're very much responsive at any time of the day. I don't know if guys they sleep, to be honest. But yeah, they're quite responsive. Generally between 15 and 30 minutes, you'll get an answer. Um, Obviously, if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning their time, you might get an answer. You never know. Really don't know. Because 2 o'clock there is like 10:30 here. Yeah. So um yeah, you just never know. That's why I don't mind being in Dubai sometimes because it's like kind of the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Um, 1 hour and a half difference there, 2 hour difference here, so it quite works out.
So
But
I've heard some mixed reports about uh, working with IST. Like,
mm,
uh, obviously, there are going to be companies there that are amazing, and there have been going to be companies in India that are really just exploiting, whoever they can.
the
And
market, yeah,
yeah, so you'll have a team, and the team will allege that they have just this job, but actually they're working 5 different companies, and they sort of just making,
quite common.
yeah, got that kind of thing happening.
Mm,
And then also, a lot of people have told me is they get inconsistency.
mm.
So guys will jump on, they'll do amazing work, and then for 4 weeks they don't really do anything. Like, they're
Yeah,
not moving forward, and then suddenly they have this burst of. I wonder if that is,
I mean, we've had that in the past before ourselves. But it's amazing when you obviously take away a man's financial gain and as per contracts, and how they very much step in line and everything aligns. We've
so you
had to
just
do
have
it.
to talk the right language.
Yeah, because look,
Mighty dollar.
they understand that if they've worked in five other jobs at the same time, we also, because certain things require specialists. Um, if you are a specialist and you're coming on board with us, we be honest and upfront. Okay, how many hours can you put for us in that week? And then adhere to that and stick to it. And if it means that that specific part is going to be drawn out a little longer, it's on us. It's on us to make that call. But if you come to us and say, no, I'm available 8 days a week, and then 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and so we're expecting the 40 hours, and then you put
And you're
in,
not performing on those
yeah,
40 hours, then
then we just we keep the money in our back pockets and we just let you go. It's that simple. And if you are busy with 5 other projects, rather just say, I'm busy with 5 other projects. We respect that. And then it's up, at least the ball is in our court to decide whether or not we should take that person on. But we don't have too many currently with our current projects. IST guys, we probably
so
got,
you feel like you've managed to find the right balance, and you know
yeah.
how to work with them and
Yeah, I mean, we've
maximize.
been doing it for 7 years, so hopefully we would have learned, well, we've learned quite a few things from them. But I think because we've worked with the same people, the people, the devs that build good app is the same devs that build Blazor, is the same,
Okay, I understand. Those
so
personal relationships extend far
yeah,
enough, and you know each
so
other well enough.
yeah, so we haven't really lost, especially in the last 4 years. In the beginning, first 3 years, that's up and down and topsy-turvy kind of thing. Um, so yeah, the last 4 years, it's become very much more stable, which as a business, you kind of want to get to that perspective of, balancing it out. I didn't start Inception Africa
Yeah,
to
look, things are
go up
things are
and
going
down.
to be difficult. You will stress,
Mm,
but you want to stress about new things.
yes, like how to launch a new platform or launch something different. I think for us, especially myself, I always try to look at different ventures. Um, what's next? What's happening? Uh, what's worth investing into? What's not worth investing into? Should we build those platforms ourselves? Should we just move along with to partner with a company instead? Those kind of stuff. You look at that over a period of time to see how much work you also want to take on and how much work you don't want to have on your plate.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I've already seen. I mean, just before this, we met downstairs at the cafe there, and it came up. Oh, at some point, probably a restaurant, like a restaurant or a bar, or
yeah.
like you want to do it all.
Look, I've got a retirement plan already in my head. So, as you know, that I do love cooking. I love being by the stove, or I love being by the fire. So I've always taken to the American style smoking of meats.
Are they
Uh,
called the barbecue pit?
yeah, like the barbecue pits. So yeah, my goal is still that, to retire doing that. Who don't want to
Make
retire?
amazing briskets,
Exactly.
pork
Like
bellies,
I
and things.
I can't think of any. It excites me to see people eat food that I've made, and then the delight on their face and their stomachs are full. It's fun. Like I feel like what do you mean it's fun? You got to slave around. I'll slave around for 16 hours cooking that brisket to be perfect, and everyone gets to enjoy it.
Actually, I overheard something today. I had forgotten about it, but Khalil Gibran, the Prophet, at
Mm,
some point there's a work is love in action.
yeah,
And it's that last week we had on the Heritage Day thing, Les and myself did that,
the spit pride.
yeah,
Yeah.
the lamb spit. Uh,
Wow.
uh,
I see you talking my language. And out of
it's just,
how many hours was that?
I mean, we thought it was going to be 3.5. We eventually took like 4.5, but
But
it was amazing.
but you wouldn't
And you
complain
get
about that
towards
extra
the end
hour,
and
eh?
you have people standing around like, oh, how's it going there? You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Would
here's
you
a
like
little
a
piece.
taste? Yeah.
Because you're like, ooh, when's it ready? When are we? And there's just that joy, like, yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. The moment that you can feed people, and it's not, oh, here's the necessary nutrition to sustain yourself. It's
Yeah.
like, here's love in action.
Yeah, and I think also for myself, like I try generally eat well. Um, very much,
Clean.
yeah, clean. I can't say I follow a specific diet because yeah, it's I am who I am. But I do eat veggies, meat. I have a good balance of fats and stuff like that, fats and proteins and carbs. But when it comes to cooking for people, then I can go wild. Can go flavor
Because it's just
experimenting.
about the joy.
Yeah, there's just
Like,
too much.
with joy becomes a much more important part.
Yeah,
I
and
find it difficult to um, infuse that sense of joy in my own food that I cook for myself.
Mm. It is like I mean, I could cook a curry any day of the week, but I wouldn't do it for me. But if people are like, "Oh, Shane, I'd love a curry," I'm like, "Yeah, let me do it," and it'll be a different kind of level of love and excitement to put into that. Or can you make the steak medium rare? Anything other than medium rare is you guys are failing at life.
Well, you could do rare.
Yeah, rare to medium rare is the only two options you could do. Don't come to me with medium, medium well done. Go chew your meat somewhere else. So yeah, like, or chicken, and I always like to experiment with different flavors. I mean, a month or so back, I think I showed you the salmon that I smoked on the Japanese cedar board. Yeah,
Wow.
so that was great. And then I did that with the chicken for someone's birthday, to smoke it on there and have like a smoked chicken kind of taste. And then Les has given me his extra gas fry, but the gas fry
New
has
place.
the gas fry has a stove on the side. So I've already planned in my head. I was like, okay, my mom's coming in December. I'm gonna do a curry outside, because you can cook it on the gas fry, and then I can make the rotis on the flat top. And you can actually just, like, okay, we'll make that for when my mom comes in December. So and start planning for the December excitement around the braais and cooking. And a couple of years ago, actually, if my cousin ever hears this podcast, I'm sure she will direct it to. A couple of years ago, I've told you this, but when they asked me to make a salad for Christmas,
I asked you to make the salad.
yeah, I was like, a salad? Like, out of all the things that I can do, you want me to make a salad? Any specific salad?
I think they were just testing you.
Like a pasta salad. I was like, wow, you really throwing me like a bone. Like, is that all? Like a bone with no meat? And then I went home and I called my mom. I was like, out of all the things these people want me to cook for Christmas, a salad. Do they know what I can do? Like, do they know how good I am at the braai? Do they know I can make all kinds of food? A salad. And I put the phone down, like, after talking to my mom. I sat on my bed for a while and I was like, yeah, salad. It really wanted me. And then I started thinking about, like, what. Then I was like, you know what?
I'm going to make the best damn salad
Ever.
in history.
Yes. Jumped into my car, went to the market there at the waterfront, Oranjesig Market, and went shopping there and I saw, some chorizo. This. I was like, I'm making a Spanish chorizo pasta salad. I made so much salad. It was quite surprising. And I got to Christmas Day and I put the salad there and I was like, I can't believe you guys asked me to make a salad. But anyway, here's the salad. Here's the pasta salad.
Here's the most unsalad-like salad you've seen in your life.
You're gonna see. And done was the salad. Salad was finished. I was like, wow, okay, fantastic. They're like,
Turns out you can make salad.
I can make salad. Do I want to make salad? Yeah, no, not really. So yeah, but it was fun. And then again, a new challenge, new experiment. Just try something new. This year I actually requested to be on desserts. And I'm not a dessert person. I don't really have a high sweet tooth. But I do sneak it in every now and then.
Yeah, knowing you, you'll probably master souffle
By December.
by December.
Why not? I actually got a Serbian cake to make. So from my landlord, he showed me how to make this traditional Serbian cake. I was like, you got to show me this, and I'm gonna make it for Christmas. So that's my goal. But then I saw a couple of other desserts that I'm thinking, like, might as well try it as well. Just add it all in.
I'm also not really big on desserts, but I wouldn't mind, like, I just want to, like, try, just have a taste of whatever wildness you do there. But speaking on food, actually, I know I owe you a Tupperware.
from the pickled fish.
from the pickled fish that you made me.
Yes, and I mean that was also I cleaned the guts out myself, chopped the head off myself, so that was made from start to finish. But yeah, I also
That was really good.
love pickled fish because you only get it once a year. So, well, I mean,
Mm.
some people believe in making it whenever, but I'm just around the Easter time, carry on that tradition. Someone also warmed up pickled fish in the microwave. I was a bit confused.
I never thought about doing that. I have to say, this is specifically. It's not like a roll mop pickled fish,
Mm.
right? It's a specific recipe. It's a curry,
Yeah,
a curried.
came from my mom actually sent me the way she makes it. I mean, when we were growing up, she's always made the pickled fish. My dad's always cooked, so I get the cooking gene and bug from him. But there were certain things that just my mother just did, pickled fish being one of them. So
And now you get to do that too.
yeah, I mean, I'm the combination of both of them. So yeah, the brine my dad did, cooking curries, biryanis, all of those stuff my father did. Or still does. I mean, he hasn't passed away or anything, but he's still alive. And samosas, kusistas, he owns a fisheries, fish and chips. It's in our blood as the Price family. We love to cook and eat. That's just what we'll do. And then yeah, my mom was obviously the pickled fish.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thanks. I still have a couple of hours to go before I'm gonna go braai at Sine's, and
Ooh, what's on the menu?
some of that will still be established. We already got some chicken wings. That should be good. And then probably a steak or something.
Can never go wrong.
But it's going to take a while. I still have to start the fire. And now you've made me hungry well before my time. Thank you. And
Don't
thank you for coming on the show. I
Oh, it's a pleasure.
really appreciate it.
No, it's a pleasure. I'd be happy to come back again. I feel like there's just like a tip of the iceberg we covered in that, but yeah, it was really good. Thanks again for having me and allowing me to discuss a little bit of who I am and my passions and goals and dreams. And yeah, there's still plenty more to come.
I loved hearing all of it and love sharing it with the world.
Yeah, perfect.
Shane, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Danie.